Hi there, adventurers! Welcome back to Miss Meggy's Reading Adventures. Today, we have a heartwarming story about a big red dog and his good deeds. Can you guess who it is? That's right, it's Clifford! Our story is called Clifford's Good Deeds. But before we start, I have a question for you. Have you ever helped someone just to make them smile? How did it make you feel to do a good deed? Think about that while we read today's story. Let's see all the wonderful ways Clifford helps his friends and neighbors. Let's begin our adventure with Clifford.
Miss Meggy's Reading Adventures.
Clifford's Good Deeds by Norman Bridwell.
Hello, I'm Emily Elizabeth. This is my dog, Clifford. A boy named Tim lives across the street. One day, Tim said,
I tried to do a good deed every day. If I had Clifford, I could help a lot of people.
I said, let's do some good deeds together. A man was raking leaves. Tim gave him a hand. Then we helped him put the leaves in his truck. I didn't know that dry leaves make Clifford sneeze. The man said he didn't need any more help. We went down the street. We saw a lady painting her fence. We helped her paint. When we finished, she thanked us. Clifford felt so happy that he wagged his tail. That was a mistake. White paint splattered all over her house. We said we would paint the rest of her house too. The lady said, never mind. Then we saw an old lady trying to get her kitten down from a tree. Tim said,
Clifford, get the kitty.
Clifford bent the limb down so the lady could reach her kitten. But his paw slipped. Clifford moves pretty fast for a big dog. The lady was glad to get her kitten back. It didn't take us long to find our next good deed to do. Somebody had let the air out of the tires of a car. The man asked if we could help him. Tim took a rubber tube out of the car and stuck it in the tire valve. Then he told Clifford to blow air through the tube. Clifford blew, but he blew a little too hard. The man felt better when we took his car to a garage. We saw a small paper boy. He was so small that he couldn't throw the newspapers to the doorsteps. Clifford gave him a hand. A paw. Clifford was a little too strong. Nothing seemed to go right for us. All our good deeds were turning out wrong. Then we saw a terrible thing. A man was hurt and lying in the street. Nobody was helping him. Tim said,
You should never move an injured person.
Clifford didn't hear him. He picked the man up. We started off to find a doctor. Oh dear. We helped the men get their cable back down the manhole. Tim said,
Clifford, maybe you shouldn't help me anymore.
Clifford felt very sad. He had tried so hard to do the right things. We headed for home. Suddenly we heard somebody shouting,
Help! Fire!
The house on the corner was on fire. Tim ran to the alarm box to call the fire department. Clifford ran to the burning house. There were two little kids upstairs. With Clifford's help, we got them out safely. Luckily, there was a swimming pool in the yard. Clifford put out the fire just as the firemen were arriving. The firemen finished the job and thanked us for our help. That afternoon, the mayor gave us each a medal for our good deeds. Of course, Clifford got the biggest medal of all.
Wasn't that a wonderful story, adventurers? So, remember the question I asked earlier? How did it feel when you helped someone? Just like Clifford, doing good deeds can bring a lot of joy to others and to yourself. Next time you have a chance to help someone, go for it. You'll make the world a brighter place. If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to join our adventure family. I know someone who especially enjoyed today's story, and that is James from Massachusetts. Hello, James. I hope you are doing well. I have an official Reading Adventures bookmark on the way to you as an extra thank you. Thanks for watching, adventurers. See you at our next adventure. Hello, adventurers. Welcome back to Miss Meggy's Reading Adventures. Today, we have a delightful story for you called Clifford's Kitten. But before we jump in, let me ask you something. Have you ever found a new friend and wondered how you could get attention like them? Well, our big red friend Clifford is about to show us a heartwarming lesson in welcoming a new friend into his home. So grab your favorite reading buddy and let's begin this adventure together. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join our adventure family for more magical stories and exciting journeys. Let our adventure begin.
Miss Meggy's Reading Adventures.
Clifford's Kitten. Story and pictures by Norman Birdwell.
I'm Emily Elizabeth. This is my dog, Clifford. He is the only pet I ever had. Except one time, last year, a kitten came to our house. I think he was lost. Mom said we could keep him until we found his owners. He was so small that Mom said he could sleep in my room. He slept in the basket Clifford had used for a bed when he was a puppy. I think Clifford was a little jealous. That night, Clifford slept as close to me as he could get. Mom said the kitten would have to sleep out next to Clifford until his owners came to get him. He was a playful little kitten. He chased butterflies. Clifford chased butterflies too. He saw a very big one. He caught it. Dad paid the boy for his kite. Kittens love to play with spools. Clifford had never played with a spool. He found one in the street. Hey! Oh my, Clifford was too strong. We bought fancy cat foods. The kitten just turned up his nose at them. Thank goodness, Clifford isn't a picky eater. I took the kitten for a ride in my doll carriage. I never did that for Clifford. Clifford wanted to ride too. While I was explaining why I couldn't push him, the kitten jumped out of the carriage and started across the street. Clifford was right there. The kitten didn't even say thank you. He just sharpened his claws. Clifford tried to sharpen his claws. Oops. While Clifford was busy putting the light pole back, a big dog came into our yard and growled at the kitten. He didn't notice Clifford. The big dog decided to go back to his house to play. While I was hugging the kitten, a little boy rode up. He said,
Oh, you found my cat. Thank you. I've been looking all over for him.
That sure was a cute kitten. I hated to see him go. Oh well, I still have a pretty good dog.
Wow, adventurers! Wasn't that a wonderful story? Clifford's Kitten showed us that welcoming a new friend with kindness and love can make them feel right at home. So, remember that question I asked at the beginning? Have you ever found a new friend and been jealous of the attention they got? Well, I learned that even though a new friend gets attention, we don't need to act like them to be liked. We just need to be ourselves. We don't become less of a friend because someone else joined the group. Just like Clifford, we can always show kindness and friendship to make someone feel special. Thank you for joining me on this heartwarming reading adventure. If you enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe for more fun-filled tales. Until next time, keep exploring and reading, my amazing adventure family. See you at our next adventure. Hello, adventurers! Welcome back to Miss Meggy's Reading Adventures. Today, we have a fantastic story for you called Clifford's Manners. But before we start, let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered why manners are so important and how they make a big difference? Well, our friend Clifford is about to show us how using good manners can make everyone happy. So have a seat in your favorite reading spot and let's begin this adventure together. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our adventure family for more magical stories and exciting journey. Let our adventure begin.
Miss Meggy's Reading Adventures.
Clifford's Manners by Norman Birdwell.
I'm Emily Elizabeth, and this is Clifford. Everyone loves Clifford because he has good manners. I taught him myself. Clifford says please when he asks for something. He says thank you when he gets something. And he writes a thank you note when someone gives him a present. Clifford loves to go to the movies. He waits his turn in line. If Clifford has a snack, he puts the empty bag into the litter basket. Clifford hates litter bugs. Clifford says, "Excuse me," when he needs to pass in front of people. He never talks during a show. Talking disrupts others. When Clifford has to sneeze, he uses a handkerchief or tissue. It's a good thing he does. Clifford has many friends. He shares his toys with them. Clifford puts his toys away when he is through. His friends help. They have good manners, too. Clifford is a terrific tennis player. He obeys all the rules of the game. Sometimes players disagree. When Clifford is angry, he does not hit. He just says what he feels. Clifford is a good sport. He smiles when he loses. And he does not boast when he wins. Clifford loves to go visiting. When he visits his sister in the country, he always calls ahead. Clifford always arrives on time. He knocks on the door before he enters. He wipes his feet first. Clifford kisses his sister and shakes hands with her friend. Clifford's sister has dinner ready. Clifford washes his hands before he eats. Clifford chews his food with his mouth closed. He never talks with his mouth full. Clifford helps with the cleanup. Then he says thank you and goodbye to his sister and to his friend. Everyone loves Clifford's manners. That's why everyone loves Clifford.
Wow, adventurers! Wasn't that a great story? Clifford's Manners showed us that using good manners can make our friends and family feel respected and loved. So, remember the question I asked at the beginning? Have you ever wondered why manners are so important and how they make a big difference? Just like Clifford, we can always use good manners to spread kindness and make the world a better place. Thank you for joining me on this delightful reading adventure. If you enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe for more fun-filled tales. Until next time, keep exploring and reading, my amazing adventure family. See you at our next adventure.